At 12 feet tall, with heavy-duty suspension, hydraulic steering, and tires bigger than the drivers themselves, it's no wonder we call them monster trucks. And no, I don't really understand what those technical descriptions mean, but what I do know is that it's pretty cool to watch them in action.
People really truly don't know until they experience. The horsepower just goes right through you. I mean, the sights and the smells, and it just overtakes all your senses.
It's been described as an assault on the senses, which sounds intense, but this experience has captivated crowds for over 40 years. It's spread all over the world, inspired other monster truck entities, is a highly desired toy for boys and girls, and even has a university dedicated to training drivers. And the coolest part about all of this is it started in St. Louis. But for as powerful as the monster truck fandom has grown to be, its roots had a much humbler beginning.
I'm Bob Chandler, creator of Bigfoot 4x4.
And that's a big deal.
Well, I don't think it's a big deal. I've been doing it for 46 years, it's just my baby.
See what I mean by humble? Bob Chandler is the monster truck guy. He started it all, and he basically chalks it up to bending the rules in the right place at the right time. And his brand new F-250 he bought in 1974.
Well, I always liked going off-road, going places that normal people can't go, and I had a four-wheel drive truck. And I eventually started a company called Midwest Four-Wheel Drive Center in Ferguson, Missouri, by the way. What I kept doing in my truck is putting product on it, making it look good, and people would come in and buy more product for their vehicles, So it was kind of it's an incentive for people to buy more product, I guess, to keep us going. And it just kept growing and growing and growing.
The truck eventually featured 4-foot tires, military axles, a souped-up 460 big block V8 engine, and maybe those weren't necessarily the products Bob was trying to sell at his shop, but it definitely caught customers' attention.
I'd come back Monday mornings after racing or doing something with the truck with it broken, and my general manager started calling me Bigfoot because I couldn't keep my foot out of the throttle, And we put the name on the side of the truck, and it stuck.
As word of mouth spread about Bigfoot, Bob began participating in truck and tractor pulls and competitive off-road events. But it wasn't until 1981 that the truck gained a national audience. Bigfoot had its Hollywood debut in the 1981 film Take This Job and Shove It. And if you look closely enough, so did Bob. But maybe more significant for that year was the first car crush that has since become a staple event for monster truck shows. With the constant requests for appearances, Bob built a second Bigfoot, and then another, and another, and another, and another.
This is 22 right here, yes.
The design has evolved with each Bigfoot model. Number 4 was the first to be built from scratch as a monster truck instead of modifying a factory stock pickup. And number 5 still holds the Guinness Book of World Record as the tallest and widest pickup truck, thanks to the set of 10-foot Firestone Tundra tires that Bob found in a junkyard.
And we have one truck that's all electric, it runs on batteries. And we do a lot of stuff for autistic kids which don't like noise, they don't like the noise, so this is perfect for them. But most of the crowd, they want to hear that roar.
The trademark roar that Bob, at 80 years old, no longer makes himself, but puts in the hands of his trusted team of drivers.
I was once that little tyke that said, that went to a monster truck show, and I said, yeah, I want to be a monster truck driver someday. That's all I knew is I wanted to be a monster truck driver, but I didn't know someday it was going to be Bigfoot.
It's a common childhood choice of occupation, but it takes years of training and dedication to actually get behind the wheel.
So I was a crew guy on different various teams, and I finally got my lucky break driving a truck with a different team in 2017. And then Bigfoot was looking for a driver, and I kind of raised my hand like, hey, how about me?
For Rebecca, the newest driver of the Bigfoot team, it was the same sort of pathway, but a little more personal.
Oh, my husband is 100% responsible for my part in the driver's seat. For about 10 years now, I have been working on his stuff and been crewing in the shop with the guys. And in 2019, they offered me a driver's seat for the Hot Wheels Monster Trucks Live European Tour. I grew up going to the monster truck shows, but never in my wildest dreams did I expect that I was going to be a driver of a Bigfoot machine. That is the highlight of my career right now, is being an inspiration to young men and women, especially the little ones. They are so excited to see a female actually behind the wheel of one of these 10,000-pound machines and being able to wheel it around just as easy as one of the guys do.
Christian and Rebecca worked from the ground up to get their driver status. But there's a more traditional educational route at Monster Jam University, where they train drivers, technicians, and show hosts. However, I should note that Monster Jam is a separate entity from Bigfoot. A monster truck rookie like myself might not notice that insight, but it's kind of a big deal for their community.
I mean, Bigfoot is the name of the game. I mean, it's the first one that ever showed up, and crushing cars, and it just exploded. All these lifted trucks you see driving around and all these monster truck shows you see, it all stemmed from here. And Bob Chandler, he didn't know it, but he just shook the whole world with what he did and what he started with Bigfoot 1. And now look at the sport. It's just on a global scene, and it's just insane.
For its worldwide reputation, Bigfoot still hosts an annual open house at their headquarters in Pacific, Missouri. People from all over the country come to this event to get an inside look at the monster truck world, but maybe more popular than the attractions is Bob himself.
It just keeps going, and each year my wife and I talk about, we got to keep going because it's not going to last. Well, next year it's more and more, so I don't understand why they want my autograph. It's humbling, and I really don't know, but it's fun.
For Living St. Louis, I'm Brooke Butler.